There is a simple truth I have discovered through decades of studying success. No ambition, no fortune, no grand accomplishment can be fully enjoyed without health. Yet too many people treat their well-being as an afterthought, something to attend to when the real work is done. But let me tell you, my friend, the habit of health is not a luxury, but a necessity for anyone seeking to build a meaningful, prosperous life. Let's start with the foundation. Your body and mind are the only vehicles through which you experience and create your destiny. Would you attempt to cross a continent in a car you never serviced, fueled with the cheapest gas, and ignored when the warning lights blinked? Of course not. Yet many people push their bodies past exhaustion, ignore warning signs, and sacrifice their health for fleeting victories. The price is always paid, sometimes immediately, sometimes in the slow erosion of energy, mood, and motivation. A healthy body generates the energy you need to pursue your definite major aim. Every great achievement, every act of creativity, every moment of influence is rooted in the vitality that only good health can provide. When you care for your body, you supercharge your mind. Clarity of thought, emotional resilience, and even your willpower are strengthened by a foundation of healthy habits. Let's be honest. The world will tempt you with quick fixes, shortcuts, and habits that promise pleasure but deliver pain. Late nights, poor diets, stress ignored until it becomes a crisis — these are the enemies of progress. Success is not a sprint, but a marathon. And marathons are won by those who pace themselves, nourish themselves, and listen to the needs of both body and spirit. The habit of health begins with simple daily choices: hydration, nourishing foods, restful sleep, movement, whether it's a morning walk or a few minutes of stretching at your desk. None of these require wealth or perfect circumstances. They require only awareness, intention, and the willingness to prioritize your well-being above short-term comfort. But let's not ignore the mind. Mental health is just as vital as physical health. Protect your thoughts. Guard against negativity, stress, and the endless noise of modern life. Make time for quiet reflection, gratitude, and laughter. Feed your mind as carefully as you feed your body. The two are inextricably linked. As you build the habit of health, start small if you must, but start today. Do not wait for a health scare to teach you what wisdom can offer for free. Each small step, each healthy meal, each hour of rest, each positive thought is a vote for your own future. Over time, these votes add up to a life filled with energy, resilience, and the capacity to achieve your greatest dreams. Remember, the person who neglects health in pursuit of wealth will, in the end, trade all their wealth to buy back their health. Don't let that be your story. Make health a daily habit, the non-negotiable foundation of your life's work. In the next part, we'll explore practical ways to cultivate these habits, transforming health from a wish into a daily practice that supports your every ambition. Now that you understand why health is the cornerstone of achievement, it's time to translate that understanding into action. Building the habit of health does not require radical change overnight. It demands a series of simple, consistent choices, each one a brick in the foundation of a vibrant, resilient life. Let's start with nutrition. Your body is an engine, and the fuel you provide determines the quality of your performance. Choose whole foods as often as you can: fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Avoid the lure of processed foods and sugary drinks that promise satisfaction but deliver only sluggishness and regret. When you feed your body with intention, you'll notice sharper thinking, steadier moods, and a new reserve of energy that lasts from sunrise to sunset. Hydration is another pillar often overlooked. Water is the essence of life, powering every cell, flushing out toxins, and keeping your mind clear. Begin each day with a glass of water, and remember to drink regularly throughout. Small steps like this, repeated daily, become powerful habits that support every ambition. Movement is the next vital ingredient. You do not need a gym membership or hours of free time, just a willingness to move. Walk whenever you can. Take the stairs, stretch during breaks. If you sit for work, stand up and move at regular intervals. Physical activity releases stress, boosts mood, and sharpens your focus. It is the natural antidote to the sedentary habits that drain your vitality. Sleep is the secret weapon of high achievers. In a world that glorifies hustle and celebrates burnout, you must be wise enough to protect your rest. Quality sleep repairs your body, refreshes your mind, and fuels your creativity. Establish a bedtime routine. Keep your sleeping environment calm and dark, and allow yourself the gift of real rest. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Just as important as your physical habits are your mental routines. Begin each day with intention, whether through meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection. Feed your mind with positive input, books that inspire, conversations that uplift, and thoughts that encourage gratitude. Manage stress before it manages you. Practice deep breathing. Take breaks, and make time for laughter. A healthy mind is your greatest ally in every pursuit. Don't fall into the trap of all or nothing thinking. Perfection is not the goal, progress is. If you slip, start again. Every healthy choice, no matter how small, compounds over time. Soon, the habit of health will feel as natural as breathing, and its benefits will touch every area of your life. Make these habits non-negotiable. Schedule them as you would your most important meetings. Guard them as you would your most valuable assets. The world will tempt you to compromise, to push your health aside for urgent demands. Resist. For each time you choose health, you invest in the only vessel that can carry you to your dreams. In the next part, we'll look at the mindset that sustains these habits for a lifetime and how to overcome the obstacles that try to pull you off course. Every lasting change begins in the mind. If you wish to build the habit of health, you must first adopt the mindset that health is not a burden, but a privilege, a foundation that empowers every ambition. Too often, people approach health as a set of chores or sacrifices, failing to see it as the ultimate investment in their happiness, productivity, and longevity. Let's start with your beliefs. Ask yourself, do you truly value your health? Do you see each healthy choice as a step toward the life you desire, or as a restriction to be resented? The person who links health to their deepest dreams will always find the motivation to continue, even on the hardest days. If your definite major aim demands energy, creativity, and resilience, then you must honor the vessel that makes all achievement possible. It's easy to slip into old habits or to rationalize unhealthy decisions. Excuses are always at hand, too busy, too tired, too tempted by old routines. Here is where your mental discipline must be strongest. Remind yourself daily, every healthy action is a vote for your own future. It is not about willpower alone, but about building an identity as a healthy, vibrant, and unstoppable individual. Visualize yourself living in the fullness of health. Picture waking up refreshed, moving through the day with energy, and ending each night with satisfaction and gratitude. See yourself achieving your goals, handling challenges with composure, and inspiring others by example. This mental picture is not wishful thinking, it is the blueprint your subconscious uses to guide your decisions. Understand, too, that setbacks are part of the journey. There will be days when you stray from your best intentions. This is not failure, it is life. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not perfection, but persistence. When you fall short, forgive yourself quickly, learn from the slip, and recommit to your path. Resilience in health is no different than resilience in business or relationships. Accountability can be your greatest ally. Share your health goals with a friend, a partner, or even a group. Celebrate each other's progress, offer encouragement, and help one another back on track after setbacks. A community of support multiplies your strength and makes the journey more joyful. Let your language reflect your new identity. Speak about health in positive terms. Replace "I can't" with "I choose." Replace "I have to" with "I get to." Each word is a brick in the foundation of your new reality. The stories you tell yourself about health become the habits you live. Above all, make health enjoyable. Discover activities you love, foods that nourish and delight, and routines that bring you peace. Let health be a source of joy, not drudgery. The more pleasure you find in healthy living, the more naturally it becomes part of who you are. The habit of health is a lifelong gift tone that pays dividends in energy, focus, and fulfillment. Guard it fiercely, nurture it daily, and watch as every other area of your life grows stronger as a result. In the next part, we'll explore how the habit of health creates resilience in the face of stress, sharpens your mind for success, and supports the achievement of your greatest ambitions. As you deepen your commitment to health, you will discover its true value, resilience. Life is not a straight path. Stress, setbacks, and challenges will come. But with a foundation of healthy habits, you become remarkably equipped to face whatever arises. Your energy remains steady, your mind clear, and your spirit unbroken, even when others around you falter. Consider the power of resilience in daily life. When you prioritize your physical well-being, you recover more quickly from illness, bounce back from fatigue, and maintain your drive when circumstances threaten to drain your motivation. A well-nourished body and a rested mind are far less likely to crumble under pressure. Stress becomes manageable, obstacles seem less daunting, and you remain capable of thinking creatively in the face of adversity. Health also sharpens your mental faculties. Clarity, focus, and memory are not just gifts for the lucky few, they are the direct results of consistent self-care. Good nutrition feeds your brain, regular movement stimulates creativity, and quality sleep acts as a reset button for your thoughts. When you are healthy, problems that once seemed insurmountable become challenges you are eager to solve. Let's not overlook the impact of health on your emotional state. Exercise releases endorphins, sleep balances, mood, and even the act of preparing a nourishing meal can become an act of self-love and gratitude. When you feel good physically, you are naturally more optimistic, more patient, and more resilient in relationships and at work. The habit of health is also a shield against the temptations that lead to distraction and procrastination. It is difficult to focus on your definite major aim when your body is sluggish, your mind is foggy, or your mood is unstable. Health multiplies your ability to show up fully for every opportunity. It allows you to give your best, day after day, without being derailed by fatigue or illness. When life throws its inevitable curveballs, healthy habits provide a sense of control and stability. The world may be unpredictable, but your routine hydration, movement, mindful eating, and rest remain constant. They are the anchors that hold you steady amid chaos. These routines remind you, even in the toughest seasons, that you are capable of caring for yourself and thus capable of handling whatever life brings. Let this resilience inspire confidence. Know that every effort you make for your health is an act of self-respect, a preparation for future challenges, and an investment in the longevity of your dreams. When you live with this kind of discipline, setbacks become temporary, and your ambitions gain the strength to endure. So, as you continue on the path of health, take pride in your resilience. Celebrate your ability to recover, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. Let each healthy choice reinforce your identity as someone who not only dreams, but who endures and ultimately who achieves. In the next part, we'll discuss how to keep the habit of health strong and sustainable for life, adapting your routines as you grow and as your goals evolve. True mastery of the habit of health is not about rigid rules or temporary fixes, but about creating a lifestyle that adapts to your growth, your ambitions, and the changing seasons of your life. The healthiest individuals are not those who never stray from their routines, but those who know how to adjust, recover, and recommit no matter what life throws at them. As you move forward, recognize that your needs will change. The habits that served you at one stage of life may need to be refined at the next. What matters most is not perfection, but the willingness to remain flexible and attentive to your own well-being. Listen to your body. Are you getting enough rest? Do your meals energize you or leave you sluggish? Is your exercise routine something you look forward to or a source of dread? Make adjustments with curiosity, not judgment. Sustainability is key. The best habits are the ones you can maintain for a lifetime and not just for a month or a season. Choose routines that fit your schedule, your environment, and your personality. If you enjoy what you do, you'll return to it again and again, even after setbacks. Small changes, consistently practiced, are more powerful than grand resolutions abandoned after a week. Balance is another pillar of long-term health. All work and no play drains your spirit, as surely as a poor diet drains your body. Make time for joy walks in nature, hobbies that light you up, moments of laughter with friends and family. Emotional well-being is as vital as physical fitness, and the two are deeply intertwined. Prepare for obstacles, travel, busy periods at work, family obligations. These can disrupt even the strongest routines. Anticipate these challenges and create backup plans. Maybe it's a quick workout in your hotel room, a stash of healthy snacks in your bag, or a few minutes of meditation before bed. When life is unpredictable, your commitment to health is your anchor. Let your journey be guided by kindness, not criticism. Celebrate your progress. When you fall short, reflect and adjust rather than berate yourself. Health is not a destination, but a relationship, a lifelong dialogue between your goals, your circumstances, and your evolving self. Share your journey. Inspire others with your dedication and honesty. Offer support and encouragement to those around you. The habit of health is contagious. Your example can spark change in your family, your workplace, and your community. As you grow older, your investment in health pays compounding dividends. Energy, mental clarity, and emotional resilience become your daily allies. You extend not only your years, but the quality and joy of every year you live. So, let the habit of health become your most loyal companion that grows with you, supports every ambition, and empowers you to meet each day with strength, clarity, and purpose. In the next part, we'll bring together the lessons of this journey with a call to action to make health the foundation of your legacy and your greatest dreams. As we reach the culmination of our journey into the habit of health, let us pause and recognize a powerful truth. The state of your body and mind shapes not only what you can accomplish, but how you experience every moment of your life. Health is not a side quest, it is the very foundation upon which all other ambitions stand. Think for a moment about the legacy you wish to leave. You may aspire to build a business, inspire others, or achieve financial independence. But without health, all achievements lose their luster. The greatest riches, the most profound influence, the deepest relationships all are enjoyed most fully when you possess energy, vitality, and a mind unclouded by fatigue or illness. The good news is this: you do not need to overhaul your life overnight to gain the benefits of health. Every positive choice, no matter how small, is a seed planted for your future. A walk instead of a drive, water instead of soda, a moment of stillness instead of constant rush. These choices add up day by day, shaping a reality where you are strong, focused, and ready for any challenge. Make a promise to yourself: never sacrifice your well-being for short-term gain. The world will pressure you to work harder, sleep less, and ignore the needs of your body and mind in pursuit of status or wealth. Resist this lie. True success is measured not just by what you achieve, but by how you feel while achieving it, and by how much of yourself remains to enjoy the rewards. Your commitment to health inspires others. Children, colleagues, friends, they watch not just what you say, but what you do. By making health a visible, non-negotiable part of your life, you light the way for those who follow. You send the message that excellence begins with self-care, and that the most enduring victories are those that preserve and enhance your capacity to serve, to create, and to love. Let your life be the proof that health and achievement are partners, not rivals. When you are strong in body and mind, every other area of your life is lifted, obstacles shrink, relationships deepen, joy and gratitude grow. The dream becomes not just possible, but sustainable. So, as you look to the future, make the habit of health your daily standard, your promise to yourself, your family, and your vision. Protect it fiercely, adapt it as you grow, and never trade it for any prize. For in the end, the greatest gift you can give the world is the best version of yourself, healthy, energetic, and fully alive. The true beauty of the habit of health is that it's never finished, it grows with you, evolving as your life, ambitions, and circumstances change. As you master this discipline, you'll begin to notice how it spills into every corner of your life, shaping not only your body, but your mindset, your relationships, and even your capacity for joy. Living with health as a habit means more than simply checking boxes: eat this, don't eat that, exercise X minutes a day. It means you start to see your well-being as an active investment in your future. Every healthy choice becomes an act of self-respect, and over time, self-respect transforms into self-confidence. You walk taller, think sharper, and bounce back faster from stress or setbacks. People notice this energy. They're drawn to it, inspired by it, and sometimes even a little envious of it. But the real reward comes in how you show up for the people you love. When you care for your health, you're not just increasing your own capacity for achievement, you're also able to give more to your family, your friends, your work. A parent with energy can play with their children, a partner with a clear mind can listen and support, a leader with vitality can inspire and drive others forward. The ripple effect of your health is far-reaching. Let's be honest. Life will test your commitment. You'll face late nights, tough deadlines, tempting shortcuts, and social situations where just one more seems harmless. The world rarely rewards self-care immediately. It prefers hustle, sacrifice, and instant results. But you know the truth. Now real, lasting achievement comes from consistency, not from burning yourself out for the sake of one more tick on a to-do list. Build rituals that support your goals. Maybe it's a morning stretch, a short walk at lunch, a digital sunset that signals your brain to wind down. Small, personal rituals build structure and help you keep promises to yourself, even on chaotic days. Health is not a solo pursuit. Invite others to join you. Share a recipe, organize a walking meeting, or swap stories about what works and what doesn't. Social support makes healthy choices easier and a lot more fun. Above all, celebrate the journey, not just the milestone. Each time you choose health over comfort, over stress, over old habits, you're laying another stone on the path to a richer, more resilient life. In the end, health is not a sacrifice, but a privilege, and the habit you'll never regret. So keep going. Let the habit of health shape your days, fuel your dreams, and become your greatest source of freedom and fulfillment. As you continue to make health a daily practice, you'll notice a profound shift not only in your energy, but in your outlook on life. The small habits you build become your shield against stress and chaos. Your morning routine isn't just about movement or nutrition, it's your way of saying to the world, "Today, I show up at my best." There's something almost magical that happens when you take control of your well-being. Suddenly, life's everyday problems feel less overwhelming. Traffic jam? You breathe deep and let it pass. Tough day at work? You're resilient because you've slept well, eaten right, and invested in your own strength. Those moments that used to derail your mood now bounce off, and people start to wonder what your secret is. Here's the real secret. The habit of health creates momentum. Each day you honor your body and mind, you reinforce your sense of control and agency. That discipline leaks into other areas work, relationships, creative pursuits. You're more patient with your kids, more focused in meetings, more optimistic about the future. You're not just existing, you're thriving. And here's a bonus: health isn't just about you, it's contagious. When you pack a healthy lunch, someone else notices. When you suggest a walking meeting, colleagues realize productivity doesn't have to come with back pain. When you prioritize rest, your partner or friends might finally take that advice to heart. Your example is a silent invitation for others to step up for themselves. Let's talk about setbacks. Yes, there will be days when you eat something that's more comfort than nutrition, when you skip a workout, or when stress gets the upper hand. Guess what? That's not a disaster. That's life. The true measure of health isn't in never stumbling, but in how quickly you get back up, dust off, and keep going. Resilience is a muscle build it every time you bounce back. With time, your habits become almost automatic. You reach for water instead of soda without thinking. You stretch when you're stiff, walk when you're restless, turn off your phone when your mind needs quiet. What felt like work is now just how you live. This is the real victory, when health is so much a part of your identity that it's effortless. You don't have to force yourself or fight willpower battles. You've rewired your instincts for well-being, and now, your body and mind thank you daily with energy, clarity, and peace. So, keep stacking those small wins. Each healthy decision is a vote for the person you want to be. Each day you honor the habit of health, you become not only more successful, but more alive. The path isn't about perfection, it's about persistence and a healthy sense of humor along the way. In the next part, we'll explore how to keep your motivation strong for the long haul and ensure that the habit of health supports your biggest dreams no matter what challenges the future brings. Let's talk about motivation, the secret sauce that keeps you going when the novelty of a new healthy lifestyle wears off and all that's left is you, your routine, and a fridge full of vegetables glaring at you with silent judgment. We all start strong: new shoes, a fresh notebook for tracking meals, grand promises to ourselves and everyone within earshot. But eventually, life gets noisy. Motivation dips, and the old habits start whispering, "Come on, one donut never killed anyone." Here's the uncomfortable truth. Motivation is like a guest who never stays for breakfast. It visits, inspires, and then disappears right when you need it most. That's why the real champions of health don't rely on fleeting inspiration. They build systems, routines, and habits that carry them through the days when they'd rather skip, snooze, or snack. So, how do you outsmart your own lazy impulses? Start by making health easy and obvious. Keep a water bottle on your desk, a bowl of fruit on the counter, and your workout gear where you trip over it in the morning. Prepare your environment so that the path of least resistance leads to the healthiest choice. Out of sight is out of mind, and in health, out of mind is often out of luck. Another trick: automate decisions. Don't debate every day about what to eat, when to move, or how to rest. Set up routines. Oatmeal for breakfast. Stretch after lunch. No screens before bed. When the decisions are made in advance, you save your willpower for the moments that actually matter, like refusing your coworker's fourth offer of birthday cake this month. Find a reason bigger than the number on the scale or the size of your jeans. Maybe it's the energy to play with your kids, the clarity to chase your dreams, or the desire to live long enough to see your grandkids graduate. When your why is strong enough, it pulls you forward when motivation sputters. Let's not forget humor. Laugh at your slip-ups. Share your health fails with a friend. Celebrate progress, not perfection. The healthiest people aren't the ones who never mess up. They're the ones who can take a joke, shake off a rough day, and try again tomorrow. Keep your motivation fresh by mixing things up. Try new recipes, swap your usual walk for a bike ride, experiment with meditation or dance. Variety isn't just the spice of life, it's also the secret weapon against boredom and burnout. Lastly, remember, the habit of health isn't a finish line. It's a lifestyle, a series of choices that, when added together, create a life full of energy, optimism, and the freedom to pursue your wildest ambitions. You're not just building a healthy body, you're creating a foundation for everything else you want to achieve. So keep going. When motivation fades, let your habits and your sense of humor carry you forward. Each small victory is proof that you're not just wishing for health, you're living it every single day. As we come to the close of our journey through the habit of health, let's set aside all the lectures, charts, and magic diets and get real about what you're actually building. This isn't about being a health saint who never touches a slice of cake. It's about crafting a life where you have the energy, clarity, and resilience to grab every good thing the world has to offer and bounce back fast when it occasionally throws you a lemon or an extra large pizza. The true reward of health isn't measured in hours at the gym or grams of kale consumed. It's in the freedom to say yes. Yes to new adventures, yes to your biggest dreams, yes to being there fully present for the people and moments that matter. When your body and mind are firing on all cylinders, you're not just functioning, you're thriving, surprising yourself with just how much you can do, feel, and give. Don't let anyone convince you that health is about denying pleasure or living in a permanent state of self-denial. Real health is about quality of life, about having enough stamina to chase your ambitions, enough patience to handle stress without snapping, and enough joy to laugh at your own failed attempts at yoga. Remember, the world will always offer temptations: late nights, fast food, the lure of "I'll start Monday," but you now know the real secret. Every healthy choice, no matter how small, is an investment in your future self. Each glass of water, every walk, each mindful meal is like putting a little extra in your life energy savings account. One day, you'll wake up and realize the habit of health hasn't cost you anything. It's paid you back with interest. What about setbacks? Expect them, welcome them. No one goes through life without a cold, a skipped workout, or a weekend where dessert counts as a food group. The difference is, now you know how to bounce back. Health is a long game. It's the habits you return to that matter, not the occasional detour. Share your journey. Inspire someone else, maybe a friend who's one tomorrow away from starting, or a family member who thinks healthy habits are only for fitness influencers. The best motivation you'll ever find is being the reason someone else decides to make a positive change. So here's your challenge. Make the habit of health your quiet superpower. Let it be the foundation for every risk you take, every relationship you build, and every success you chase. Because in the end, the person who has their health has the greatest wealth of all. Get out there, move, laugh, eat real food, rest well, and never forget you're not building a perfect life. You're building a life that's worth living, one healthy habit at a time.